Through the efforts of Ken Feinauer, who first visited me, actually took a long time. He came last year and planted the seed for our congregation's involvement in the leadership fund at the seminary. I got a couple of men and women together, and we met with him one evening and talked about it. And everybody who was at that meeting was kind of positive about this. Let's do something for the seminary. Then we got to go back to Herbert and Edna Kroc. I didn't know Herbert Kroc. He had died before I got here, but I knew his wife Edna, who was in her 90s when she died. She was 90, I believe 92, when she died in 2002, and left quite a large estate to the congregation. Edna was a first grade teacher in the public school system. And when she was teaching, the school system was small enough that anybody who went through elementary school in Whitehall probably had Edna as their first grade teacher, and so she touched a lot of lives educationally. When, as I said, she died, she left an estate. She and her husband left an estate to the church, and the only tie to that, the only restrictions to the money was that half the money could be used by the congregation for our own purposes, but that the other half of the estate that we received had to be used for benevolence outside the congregation, in addition to our regular benevolence. It had to be something special. And so over the years, then we'd look for different ways that we could make gifts here and there. And so when Ken came with the idea of giving something to the seminary, our leadership took to the congregation the proposal to give $50,000 to the seminary over the course of 5 years. Again, the congregation was overwhelmed. We voted on it. There were no negative votes. Everybody agreed that this was something to do. Partially because Edna was involved in education, and so they thought this would be a great way to show some respect to her for her gift, was to giving it to an educational institution, and partially because the congregation by that time had seen 6 interns and saw what the internships were all about, and learned about some of the dire straits that seminarians find themselves in when they go through college and then seminary, and having to pay for those educations, that indeed to provide scholarship help would be a great benefit to these students. And so that's why they decided to go ahead and do that.